Welcome back to this new podcast. Alexandre with you. This week I'd like to present you a fantastic iOS application that I've just discovered. It is called DoItWrite in one word. DoItWrite in one word. This app allows a blind user to learn how to draw traditional letters of the alphabet. So if you're a blind user, don't know the traditional letter used by a sighted person, or if you're a teacher, want to teach them to a blind child, this is the application you need. It is based on handwriting feature of VoiceOver. Enjoy! I've discovered with Olivier recently an iOS app designed to learn a blind person how to draw traditional letters. This app is called DoItWrite, and it is spelled D as in Delta, O as in Oscar, I as in India, T as in Tango, W as in Whiskey, R as in Romeo, I as in India, T as in Tango, E as in Echo, all in one word. And I'm talking about this app because it's really cool, and I remember when I was a child, it was a bit difficult for me to write down traditional letters and learn how to sign my name because I am totally blind. And I think this app can help a lot of persons who are blind, especially children, as well as teachers who would like to teach children how to write down traditional letters. And this app can assist them to learn traditional alphabet. I'm not talking about Braille, but really traditional alphabet using an iPhone, VoiceOver, and it can be also a game. So that's going to be really motivating for somebody who wants to learn this out. And I'll do this podcast only in English for this one because the app is entirely in English. And if I'm receiving great comments, etc. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe I'll send a memo to the developer of this app, and maybe we can go ahead and do a French translation because that's really amazing. And at the same time, it's going to show you how to use the handwriting feature of VoiceOver because yes, it is possible to use VoiceOver instead of using the traditional keyboard that's available on the iPhone. You can draw letters directly on your screen, and so that's going to help you writing down some text. The app is available on the AppStore. It's cost approximately $2.79 in Canadian dollars. I don't know the price in US, but the price is $2.79 Canadian dollars. And I'll show you different modes you can use in this application, and we'll go ahead and check the tutorial together. So without further ado,
DoItWrite.
I'll go ahead
Double tap to open.
and open this application.
Selected. DoItWrite. Home. Tab. 1 of 4.
We are on the first tab of DoItWrite, and on the bottom of the app, you'll find four
Selected.
different
Home.
tabs.
Tab. 1 of
the
4.
Home tab,
Learn. Tab. 2 of 4.
Learn,
Play. Tab. 3 of 4.
Play,
Settings. Tab. 4 of 4.
and Settings. We'll start by checking what's on the Home tab. So I'll
Overview.
start
Heading level
by
1.
the beginning. Overview.
This app teaches VoiceOver users how to enter text using the VoiceOver handwriting feature on their iOS device. To improve speed and efficiency, it provides a practice game to hone your skills.
So this is what I was saying before.
Before you start, heading level 1.
Before you start,
You need to activate VoiceOver on your devices from settings greater than general, greater than accessibility, greater than VoiceOver. This application is intended to be used in conjunction with VoiceOver.
it's already done because I'm actually using VoiceOver, as you can hear.
Additionally, you will need to enable VoiceOver's handwriting feature by adding it to your VoiceOver rotor if you have not already done so. To do this, bullet list start. Go to settings greater than general, greater than accessibility, greater than VoiceOver.
All right, I'll show you how to do it later on.
Bullet. In the rotor section, select handwriting. Bullet. Tap the back button, list end. Using VoiceOver's handwriting recognition, heading level 1.
All right, and now we'll have a short tutorial about how to use the handwriting feature of VoiceOver.
When using VoiceOver's handwriting recognition feature, the rotor must be set to handwriting. VoiceOver offers several modes for handwriting, depending on the type of characters you are writing at any given moment. These include uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and punctuation. To switch modes, use the 3-finger flick up or down to cycle between them. It is important that you have selected the appropriate mode before entering the character you desire.
Okay, perfect. That's
Notes
pretty
on
clear.
handwriting. Heading Level 1. The descriptions of written characters in this app are intended to be simplistic to make them easy to master, and to improve the accuracy of the handwriting recognition. Following the descriptions when writing with a physical pen and paper will likely result in legible, but not very attractive, printing. About Draconis Entertainment. Heading Level. Draconis Entertainment is the developer of a wide range of audio games for the blind and visually impaired across multiple operating platforms.
Okay, and this is about the developer. Maybe you'll be able to read it out by yourself a bit later. Now, let's see how to activate the handwriting feature inside VoiceOver. So I'll press the home button to exit out of there.
DoItWrite. Double
Again.
tap to open.
Perfect. I'm going back to my first page.
Settings.
Then
Double
I'll
tap.
click Settings.
Settings. Heading. Wi-Fi. Alexandre. Personal.
Then
Notif.
I'll
Sounds.
go
Do not. Screen time.
into
General. General. Button. Selected.
General.
Settings. Back button. Accessibility. Button.
I'll click on Accessibility.
Selected. General. Back button. Magnifier.
And
Off.
on
Zoom. Off.
VoiceOver.
On. On. Accessibility. Back button.
And finally, I'll go ahead
Braille.
and find the rotor option.
Audio. Verbosity. Speech. Audio.
And
Rotor.
there it is,
Button.
rotor.
Selected. VoiceOver.
And
back button. Selected.
from there,
Lines. Reorder. Selected.
There's a lot
Reorder.
of
VoiceOver.
stuff. I'll
Back button.
start at the top of my screen.
Rotor. Selected. Character. Selected. Word. Selected. Line. Selected.
And I'll move
selected.
forward
Punctuation.
until I'll
Reorder.
hear
Sounds.
handwriting.
Reorder. Handwriting.
Oh, there we go. Double clicking on it.
Selected. Handwriting.
Now it's selected, so I can click the back button at the top left of my screen.
VoiceOver. Back. Accessibility.
All right, and I'll open the app switcher by double clicking the
App switcher.
home
Settings.
button.
Active.
And
DoItWrite.
I'll
Active.
go back
DoItWrite.
inside DoItWrite. Now that we've explored the home tab, let's click
Select Learn. Tab.
Learn.
2 of 4. Select Alert. Welcome.
OK, welcome.
Make sure VoiceOver is on and read the instructions on the following screen thoroughly to understand how the tutor works.
OK, we already did this.
Cool. Button.
Cool.
Cool. Previous category. Button.
And
Double tap to return to
now
previous
we
category.
have different choices. Previous category.
Next category. Done. Button. Tutor. Heading. As each letter appears, follow the instructions to draw it. Touch the bottom of the screen and use the VoiceOver rotor to select handwriting. You will hear sounds for correct and incorrect entries, as well as hints from time to time on how to improve. If you need to hear the instructions for the current letter again, shake your device, or perform a 2-finger swipe from left to right. After completing each character successfully, you will automatically move on to the next. Use the previous and next buttons in the upper left of the screen to change categories. Use the Done button when you wish to leave the tutorial. Remember, you will need to set the rotor to a different setting from handwriting in order to access these buttons. To begin, shake your device, or perform a 2-finger swipe from left to right, now.
All right, so the previous and next categories will allow you to change between lowercase, uppercase, and numbers. And then you have the instructions how to use the system.
Touch here, then use the VoiceOver rotor to select handwriting. Touch here.
And then we are on the appropriate zone to start using the app. So I'll turn my rotor until I'll find the handwriting feature. To turn the rotor, I need to turn clockwise or counterclockwise, 2 fingers at the center of my screen.
Handwriting.
Here we go.
Lowercase.
If I want to switch with VoiceOver from different typing mode, so if I want to select the uppercase or numeric, I can flick up or down with 3 fingers.
Uppercase. Numbers. Punctuation. Lowercase.
All right. Otherwise, even if I'm doing these gestures, it's not gonna change the way the game will show you the letters. By default, we are in lowercase mode.
Lowercase.
So I'll make sure to select lowercase in VoiceOver, and then I can shake my phone.
Lowercase 8. Draw a small circle. Lift your finger, then quickly draw a short vertical line to the circle's right, and roughly at the same level as the circle. Keep this line short.
And now we got a description of how to do a lowercase A. So if I'm doing something incorrect,
Sorry to say, but that's wrong.
we'll hear the sound. And let's say that I'm doing a D with a taller tail.
The vertical line you made on the right was too tall, making it look like a D.
Okay, and it's giving you some hints about how to draw the letter. So now let's go ahead and let's draw the correct way the letter A.
Lowercase b. Start at the center of the screen. Draw a vertical line straight down, and near the bottom curve around to the right to make a small circle.
So it was right. And now I'm ready to draw ahead the B. So let's do it.
Lowercase c. This is a half circle with the open side on the right. Start near the center of your screen and draw a curving line down and to the left, continuing the curve. Lowercase d. This is the reverse of AB. Start in the center of the screen and draw a line straight. Looks like you either made the line on the right too short or the circle too big. Try again.
Okay, I missed the D. I'll go ahead. There we go.
Lowercase e. In the center of the screen, draw a short straight line from left to right. Then curve up and around to the left, continuing to curve down and to the right near the bottom, but stop before making a complete circle. After drawing the initial horizontal line, this is similar to making a C.
If I want to hear again the instructions, I can shake my device, or if I want to read them in details, I can also select another option in the rotor.
Speaking rate.
Then I can flick left.
In the center of the screen, draw a short straight line from left to right. Then curve up and around to the left, continuing to curve down and to the right near the bottom, but stop before making a complete circle. After drawing the initial horizontal line, this is similar to making a C.
Okay, so that's
hints.
Really helpful.
Language, text select, braille screen, vertical navigate, table, form control, links, headings, contain, volume, speaking rate, lines, words. In the center of the screen, draw A.
So I can navigate the instruction by words as well as by character. So I'll
touch here, then use the VoiceOver.
Flick right to find back the zone where I should draw the letter. Then I'll select again the handwriting, and I'll go ahead and draw the letter E. Let's try this out.
Lowercase f. Start at the bottom of the screen and draw a straight line upward. At the top of this line, draw a short line to the right. Lift your finger and quickly draw a short horizontal line roughly across the middle of where you drew the first vertical line. Not recognized.
This was wrong.
Lowercase g. Start at the bottom left of the screen. Draw a line from left to right, continuing with the line drawn straight up, and then curve around to the left, making a small circle at the top. Lowercase h. Start in the middle of the screen. Draw a long straight line downward. Without lifting your finger, draw back up the way you have come, but only half. Lowercase I. Start at the bottom of the screen and draw a line straight up. Lift your finger and quickly tap the screen a short distance immediately above the top of the line.
Etc., etc., etc. I'll do the high. Oops,
hey,
missed it.
Where's the dot? Make sure you put one above the line.
Oops, it didn't catch the dot. There we go.
Lowercase j. Start near the left edge of the screen, toward the bottom. Draw a line that curves downward and to the right, continuing around and completing with a straight line vertically toward the top of the screen.
And now I can complete the entire alphabet. So I'll stop right here. I'll turn the rotor to select another option because I want to be able to exit the game. I'll go ahead and click done.
Double tap when finished.
On the upper right corner of the screen. Clicking it.
Overview, heading level 1.
There we go. And before doing the game, I'll go ahead and show you the settings.
Settings, number of times a character, learning, heading, sounds, switch button, on. Settings,
so first of all,
switch button, on.
For the learning tab, you can select if you want to hear the sound that we were hearing before. It's a toggle on off.
Enable audio feedback. Repeat, no repeat button.
Repeat. This is
number of times a character should be correctly entered before advancing to the next.
This is if you want to repeat letters before going to the next, still inside the learning tab. Like, let's say I did correctly the hey, you'll have to do it, let's say 5 times before going to the letter B.
Use VoiceOver speech, switch button, on. Use VoiceOver speech for voice feedback.
This is what I've selected by default. I think it's the best thing.
Playing, heading, difficulty, easy, button.
Playing, you have 3 different difficulties levels.
Settings, back
so I'll
button.
click on it.
Difficulty, heading, selected, easy, moderate, hard.
And it's gonna change the speed of the game. So
Settings,
easy
back button.
is the slowest one.
Difficulty,
So
easy,
I'll
button.
Let's this setting to easy.
Adjust the speed of the game.
All right.
Category, lowercase, button.
Category of the game, lowercase.
Settings,
Let's
back
go
button.
ahead and select a digit. I think it's gonna be
Category,
easier.
head, selected, lower, uppercase, numbers, random, home, tab,
And
numbers.
you also have random.
Selected, upper, lowercase.
And perfect.
Category, heading, settings,
so
back button.
I'll click back. I think
Settings,
it's going to be
heading.
easier with the numbers.
Learning, adjust the speed of the game. Category of character to be included in gameplay. Letters, system default, button.
All right, so letters. I think it's the way they are pronounced.
Use US or international names for characters.
I don't really care about this one. I've changed this out once, and instead of hearing Z, I was hearing Z and things like this. So I think we can leave it to system default.
Use typing, switch button, off.
Use typing.
Double tap.
Instead of using the handwriting voiceover mode, you should also play the game with the keyboard. So if you're trying to be fast with the iPhone keyboard, you also have the possibility to use this one instead of the handwriting during the game. I'll not turn this to on right now because I want to show it to you with handwriting.
Use keyboard to play. Home, tab, 1 of 4.
This is it.
Learn, play, tab,
So
3 of
I'll
4.
go ahead and select play. I want to
Alert,
show you
hide
the
there.
game.
You can use the help button in the upper right corner to read the game instructions. Thanks, button.
Okay, that's perfect. Clicking thanks.
0. Display 0.
Okay,
Displays the score.
here's my score. My score is currently 0 because I did not start to play anything.
Share, dimmed, button.
I can share my score.
Double help, button.
Help. Here
Double
are
tap
the
to read the game
instructions. I don't care about this.
Done, button.
I'll explain
Double
that
tap
to
to
you.
exit.
Done when I'm finished.
Ellipsis. Touch here, then use the voiceover rotor to select handwriting.
Perfect. So we should be ready to play. I'll turn the rotor
Handwriting,
as
lowercase.
I was asked to do. Then I'll select number because we've decided to play with numbers.
Uppercase, numbers.
Excellent. Then I'll shake my phone.
Numbers. 6,
6, 6, 6, 6,
8,
8, 8, 8, 8, 8,
Oh, perfect.
4,
4, 4,
Uh,
4,
let's-
4,
oops.
4,
Not recognized.
Oh, missed it.
9,
9, 9, 9,
Perfect.
9,
Here's the
9,
nine. Got it.
8,
If I'm not
8,
doing the right
8.
thing, it's explode.
1,
1, 1,
Here we go.
2,
2,
There's
2,
the two.
2,
Whoops.
2, 2,
Not recognized.
Oops. I was not any
7,
faster.
7,
7, 7,
Oops, crash. Okay, so I think you understand how this game works. Now, if
Language.
I select another option, the rotor, I can...
Game over.
Okay, perfect.
Touch
Game
here,
over.
then use touch here, game done, button, help, but share, but 460.
And my
Displays the score.
score is 460, yes, because I've paused the game during the time I was doing the podcast. Anyway, if you want to pause or resume the game when playing, you can shake your phone. And as soon as
Touch here,
you'll
then use the voiceover rotor to select
find
handwriting.
this option,
Handwriting,
turn the rotor,
lowercase,
shake your iPhone. Oh, I'll go ahead and select number before.
uppercase, numbers.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll shake my phone.
numbers.
Here we go.
4, 4,
And if I shake again this way, the game is now paused. If I shake,
4, 4,
Resume.
4,
okay, I'll shake,
4,
crash. Okay, etc., etc., etc. So I think this fantastic app can help a lot of blind users to learn how to draw alphabet letters. This is a really nice game, even if the game part of this app is a bit faster. Yes, I know, even by selecting the easier level. But if you just want to use the Learn tab with your child, if you're a teacher, or if you're a blind person who don't know how to write down traditional letters, I think that's something you may try by yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. If you have questions, if you need some training on assistive technologies, please keep in mind that we're still available to do so. And you can give us a call at any time or send us an email, and we'll be glad to assist you. And again, this was Alexandre. Thanks for listening. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwithiness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.